This level of concentration allows individuals to notice subtle details and nuances in their performance, which they can then work on refining. For instance, a dancer practicing a complex routine might focus on the precision of each movement, the timing of each step, and the expression of emotion through their body language. This attention to detail is what sets deliberate practice apart from mindless repetition. It is through this kind of focused effort that individuals can make meaningful improvements in their skills. One of the challenges of deliberate practice is its inherent difficulty. Because it involves consistently pushing oneself to the edge of one's abilities, it can be physically and mentally exhausting. It requires a high degree of motivation, discipline, and resilience to maintain this level of effort over time. Many individuals find it difficult to sustain deliberate practice without a clear sense of purpose or a strong desire to improve. This is why deliberate practice is often most effective when individuals are driven by intrinsic motivation, the inner desire to master their craft or achieve a specific goal. For example, a pianist aiming to perfect a complex concerto may be motivated not only by external rewards such as accolades or recognition, but by a deep personal commitment to achieving excellence in their performance. Another important element of deliberate practice is repetition, but repetition with a purpose. Repeating a task mindlessly will not lead to significant improvement, but deliberate repetition, where each iteration is done with the intention of refining a specific aspect of performance, can lead to breakthroughs. For example, a basketball player working on their free throws might take hundreds of shots each day, but if they focus on their stance, follow through, and hand placement with each shot, they will eventually improve their shooting percentage. This kind of focused repetition allows individuals to internalize correct techniques and gradually develop muscle memory, which makes performing the skill feel more natural and automatic over time. Deliberate practice also requires individuals to embrace discomfort and failure as part of the learning process. Because it involves working on weaknesses and areas of difficulty, individuals will inevitably encounter failure and frustration. However, those who engage in deliberate practice understand that failure is not a sign of inadequacy, but a valuable opportunity for growth. For example, a scientist conducting experiments might experience multiple failed attempts before arriving at a successful result. Each failure provides critical information that can be used to refine the hypothesis, improve the methodology, or adjust the approach. In this way, failure becomes an essential part of the process of deliberate practice, teaching individuals how to persevere, adapt, and refine their skills. One of the reasons deliberate practice is so effective is that it fosters continuous improvement. Unlike casual practice, which may result in stagnation after a certain point, deliberate practice creates a framework for ongoing progress. By setting progressively more challenging goals, seeking regular feedback, and refining techniques, individuals can avoid plateaus and continue advancing their skills. For instance, a writer aiming to improve their storytelling might begin by focusing on writing compelling characters, then move on to crafting intricate plot structures, and eventually experiment with more advanced narrative techniques, such as non-linear storytelling or unreliable narrators. Each step in this progression builds on the previous one, creating a trajectory of growth that can lead to mastery over time. A common misconception about deliberate practice is that it requires extraordinary talent or innate ability to succeed. However, research has shown that deliberate practice can lead to significant improvements in performance, even for those who may not initially appear to be naturally gifted. In fact, many experts argue that deliberate practice is the most important factor in achieving high levels of performance, regardless of an individual's starting point. For example, renowned violinist Itzhak Perlman has spoken about the importance of disciplined, focused practice in his own development as a musician, emphasizing that his success was not simply the result of talent, but of years of deliberate effort. Similarly, athletes, artists, and professionals in various fields often credit deliberate practice as the key to their success. In addition to its impact on skill development, deliberate practice also shapes the mindset of individuals. Those who engage in deliberate practice tend to develop a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. This mindset is crucial for long-term success, as it encourages individuals to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and view effort as a path to mastery. For example, a software developer learning a new programming language may struggle initially with syntax and logic, but with a growth mindset and deliberate practice, they can gradually become proficient and even innovate in the field. This attitude of continuous learning and improvement is what separates those who achieve mastery from those who remain on a plateau. Another key benefit of deliberate practice is that it promotes a deeper understanding of the craft. By continually working on weaknesses and seeking to refine performance, individuals gain insights into the underlying principles and concepts that govern their field. For example, a mathematician working on complex proofs may begin to notice patterns or connections that were previously hidden, leading to a more profound understanding of mathematical theory. This depth of understanding allows individuals to apply their skills more effectively in a variety of contexts and to approach problems with greater creativity and insight. Finally, deliberate practice fosters resilience and the ability to persevere through challenges. Because it involves working through difficulties and failures, individuals who engage in deliberate practice develop a strong sense of perseverance and mental toughness. They learn to push through frustration, maintain focus in the face of setbacks, and keep striving for improvement even when progress is slow. This resilience is not only valuable in the pursuit of mastery, but also in other areas of life, as it teaches individuals how to handle adversity, overcome obstacles, and stay committed to long-term goals. In conclusion, deliberate practice is a highly structured and focused approach to skill development that emphasizes setting specific goals, receiving feedback, working at the edge of one's abilities, and embracing challenges. It requires discipline, concentration, and a willingness to push through discomfort and failure. While it is mentally and physically demanding, it is also the most effective way to achieve mastery in any field. By engaging in deliberate practice, individuals can continually refine their skills, deepen their understanding, and reach their full potential, regardless of their starting point.